Welcome back, everyone. It's John, Wade Boggs fan. Well, a couple videos ago, I did like an odds and ends type video where I found some stuff in a box. It was just oddball stuff, and two of the things that were in there were these magazine inserts. This one here and this one of Don Mattingly. I believe these are from 1987 Baseball Cards magazine. And so what I thought I would do in this video is show you my Wade Boggs cards that came from magazine inserts just like this. Most of them have been cut out into regular card size, but there are quite a few actually that featured Wade, mostly from the late 80s to the early 90s, which was popular in the sports card magazines and stuff to have those types of inserts, retro looking cards, current players in some vintage designs and stuff. Sort of like some of the art cards I've shown off, but these were actually inserted in certain magazines. Not all of them are price guides. Some of them are other types of magazines that they were cutouts from. So I'm going to be turning the camera around and just showing them off in this video. But before I do that, I decided to start another project. It has to do with Wade Boggs cards. And I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm going to wait until the reveal to show everything off all at once rather than haphazard as I get them in the mail. But I've already made a pretty good dent in it. It's not going to be an expensive project, but my only concern is that it may take longer than I hope. Again, it's not a monetary issue because I can pick these up fairly inexpensively. It's finding them. Because I think the population out there is not serial numbered stuff, but they actually may be hard to find, hard to come by, just because not many of them are done. And I'll leave it at that, leave you in suspense. But I thought I would do a little bit of a small side project for Wade Boggs, and it would make a really good display piece as well. So I'd love to say I'll have it done in about a month or two. I made a really, like I said, I made a really good dent in it in just a matter of a few days. Um, but we'll see what shows up on eBay and if I'm able to pick up the rest of the ones that I'm looking for. So without further ado, let's turn the camera around and check out some Wade Boggs magazine insert cards. All right, the first one that I'll show off here is from 1986 Baseball Cards magazine. And this is made in the design of, I believe it's the Connie Mack Major League All-Star set. I want to say from the early to mid 50s, I think that set came out. Anyway, it's a really cool card. There's a stamp in the back there of some information on Wade. I'm not sure if it'll show up on the camera there or not. But in addition to that single one, I actually have the entire cutout from the magazine. And it has in the 51 Topps design a Don Mattingly and Wally Joyner, and a Dwight Gooden in that Major League All-Star. And as you can see, don't know why. Oh, it's can't really see it there. I apologize with the light. There you go. It's a little bit better. I'm not sure why Dwight Gooden was printed, nice and straight, and Boggs is on an angle. Not sure what happened there, but then there's the backs of the 51 Topps design. So there's that. Then we have, looks like this is from 1989 Baseball Cards magazine. And this is in the 59 Topps design. And there's the back of it. And I also have the complete section of the magazine as well. There's Chris Sabo, Carney Lansford, and there's the back of them. But yeah, so I have that entire sheet there. Now we're just getting into some regular cards here. This one is from 1990 Legends Sports Memorabilia magazine. Has a nice gold border to it. And there is the back. Then we have a 1990 SCD Baseball Card Price Guide Monthly insert in the form of a 1957 Topps design. And there is the back showing his Topps rookie card. Then we have a 1990 Topps magazine card. And again, I don't know if I'm assuming that there were other players as well, sort of like these sheets, either one or two players. I don't have obviously the full insert from the magazine to know, but you can sort of see, at least on the right hand side, it may not pick up in the bottom, there's perforation, where at least these cards you didn't have to quite cut out. In fact, there may be perforation all the way around, yet it looks like it. So you would just have to, fold it and then pull on the perforation there. So there's that one. Then we have 1991 All Street. So I don't know if that was a like a baseball magazine with stats on players, like say for the upcoming season, predictions for the season, things like that. But there's that nice action shot of Wade with actually Carney Lansford. After he left Red Sox, he went to the Oakland A's, and so there's a former third baseman for the Red Sox trying to get the current Red Sox trying to get a former Red Sox third baseman out at third. But there's the back of the card. Next we have looks like 1991 Baseball Card Price Guide Monthly. Okay, 1971 Topps design. And there is the back showing the 1984 Fleer card of Wade Boggs. Then we have 1991 Sports Card News and Price Guide. Nice silver border card there with orange. There's the back of it. Probably the best pure hitter in baseball today. 1991, he had a 346 career average, 5th all time behind Cobb, Hornsby, Joe Jackson, and Lefty O'Doul. So obviously he couldn't maintain that average, but as of 1991, he had a pretty high career batting average. So there's that one. All right, next is 1991 Sports Educational magazine. And that has a gold border as well. You can see the Sports Educational there down at the bottom right. Most likely looking at a ball. He rarely took a strike, but well, actually he actually did. If it was a strike that he didn't want to hit, he let it go, except for strike 3. But there's a back, pretty simple back. But there's that card. Then this is from 1991, I think, Tough Stuff. This one has a silver border to it. And it may be Tough Stuff Junior, I think. Maybe for kids. Kids version of the magazine, I guess, maybe. And very, simple back, but and just a few more here. We have a 1992 Baseball Cards magazine, And this is the 1970 design. Nice image there. And a little bit different than the actual backs of 1970 tops, but I think the general design, but they just used a different color scheme. Ooh, here you go. The Investment Advisor says, despite winning 5 batting titles, card collectors haven't really clamored for Boggs's 1983 tops, which is priced at $35. It's a shame because this Hall of Famer's card is a bargain. Now, this is in 1992, and they're already talking about him as being a Hall of Famer. And it's interesting, though, that in the price guide back then, and which I remember seeing, yeah, his Topps card was like 35 bucks. Now you can pick up a raw copy for, I don't know what, 10, 12 bucks. So it's even a further shame that some of Boggs' cards just don't get the love that they deserve. But of course, I may be a little biased. All right, 3 more here. This one is from 1992 Sports Card Price Guide Monthly. This is the 1974 design. I really like this one. Showing him getting ready at third base. And there is the back of it, and it shows his 1989 Donruss card. And here's another one. They're talking about like investments here. I just noticed this. Again, you should read the backs of cards, even with ones that come from magazines. Compared to others, Boggs appears to be slightly underpriced, especially when you look at batting averages. But card collectors have always been more enamored with power hitters, which is what I've always said, and which is actually why I chose to collect Wade Boggs, because I did not jump on the bandwagon of players that just were strong enough to hit tons of home runs. Says, still, Boggs is headed for Cooperstown and is therefore a solid bet. So take it from Sports Card Price Guide Monthly from 1992. So there you go. All right. The next one is from, oh boy. What is the year? My guess is 1992 as well. Yeah, I think it's 1992. Sports Card Review and Value Line. Prime Picks. So that was an insert in that magazine. And let's see what they have here. Can Wade Boggs return to his old form and win another batting title as possible? But it won't be easy, as he'll contend with Franco, Puckett, Palmeiro, and others. For all his accomplishments, Boggs' rookie cards are reasonable. His 1983 Topps card is valued at $40. So, even then, I think back then that was probably on the high side, knowing that what you can get them, again, raw today. Now, a PSA 10 83 Topps has cracked, and as I think has stayed relatively near that $1,000 mark. Now, I have a PSA 9 rookie card. I doubt I'll ever get a 10, but even that 9 now has jumped over 100, maybe 100 and a quarter, something like that. So maybe Boggs is getting his due, if only at the higher graded copies. All right, the last one here is from 1993 Sports Card Magazine, and this is in the design of the 1968 Topps. So this is when he moved on to the Yankees, and there is the back in the similar style of 68 Topps. And let's see here. No investment tips about his cards being undervalued. Oh, there we go. Sorry, at the bottom there. Again, Boggs rookie cards are considered by many to be one of the best bargains available in the hobby today. So, even back then, they recognized that Boggs, and again, I may have mentioned in the Beckett price guide where they have unlisted stars and minor stars and semi-stars and stuff. Again, I know it's based on hobby interest and so on. I get it. But Boggs and some of the other Hall of Famers just listed as semi-stars. Just
boggles the mind. But then again, I don't want everyone going out there and starting to hoard Wade Boggs cards because I still need to pick up some. So I don't want to shoot myself in the foot here. I still like to get a bargain or two. So anyway, there it is, my group of Wade Boggs magazine insert cards. So let's wrap this video up with some trivia.
All right, for the trivia question from last video, which was actually a quote, it was one person got this, and I understand with quotes, sometimes it may be hard to place that with a particular player. So, when I do quotes in the future now, I'll try to select ones that may be a little bit more obvious as to who said them. But the quote from the last video was, "People ask me what I do in winter when there's no baseball. I'll tell you what I do. I stare out the window and wait for spring." So the person, the ball player who said that was Rogers Hornsby. So I guess that was a famous quote from him, and appropriate for this time of the year where we're still in winter. Most of the country, even Texas, is getting snow. I'm sure you guys in Texas aren't happy with that, and I think everyone's ready for spring, and of course spring brings baseball season. So here's looking to the start of spring as soon as we can get it there. So let's wrap this video off with a trivia question this time. And here is the trivia question. If Nelson Cruz, 40 years, 9 months old on opening day, hits 30 home runs during the 2021 season, he will become the oldest player to have done so. Who is the current record holder? So who currently has hit 30 home runs in a season at the oldest age? So could be some pretty good guesses out there. I'm not going to give any hints, so we'll see if you're able to get this one. Well, that's all I have for you guys tonight. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.